Good evening to each and every one of you all. Thank you for being here tonight. The staff, thank you for being here. Madam Attorney, thank you for being here tonight. Commissioners as well. To our residents as well, thank you for being here. Young peoples, young men and young ladies, thank you for being here along with your coaches tonight. Really appreciate you being at our workshop at 6:30 p.m. Tuesday, May the 19th of 2026. Madam Clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Bernard,
Present.
Commissioner Polk,
Present.
Mayor Cowes.
President, thank you, Madam Clerk, and thank you, Commissioner. This present time, we had discussion on our agenda item, and then after we adjourn, but we'll discuss our agenda item for tonight. And in reference to our 7 o'clock meeting, we have a roll call at 7 o'clock. We have prayer either by Commissioner Polk or either by whosoever the other pastor here. We'll have pledge allegiance of a flag to close the voting conflict. And presentation of proclamation, Ms. Gina Levesquez, Intake and Compliance Manager, Palm Beach County Commission on Ethics. And then we have the Rosenwald Elementary School report. You know that we voted last week, the last meeting, to move that Rosenwald Elementary School report up. An opportunity for the public to address the commission, the consent agenda. The consent agenda May the 5th of 2026 and approve a city commission agenda May the 19th of 2026. Mr. Manager, do you have a deletion or addition to this agenda for tonight, sir?
None, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you. Do you have any questions in reference to the consent agenda from this commissioner? Before you do that, may I have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. We won't do that either. And then we'll go down to the resolution, resolution number 21-2026. Madam Clerk, read for the record, please.
A resolution of the City Commission of South Bay, Florida, authorizing the city manager to implement modified summer operating hours for City Hall on a trial basis between the holidays of Memorial Day and Labor Day, providing for implementation, public notice, monitoring of customer service impacts, providing for adoption of representations, providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. City Manager Campbell.
Mr. Mayor, Commission, the operation of customer demands and customer traffic patterns at City Hall changed significantly during the summer months between Memorial Day and Labor Day. Our customer service activities during the summer months is generally greater earlier in the day and earlier in the work week, while Friday afternoons historically experience significantly reduced public traffic and staffing availability due to employee flex scheduling and approved paid time off. City Hall is currently open to the public Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. City staff has proposed a trial modification of summer operating hours to better align staffing resources with customer demand while maintaining essential public services. The proposed modified schedule would provide for City Hall public operating hours of Monday through Thursday from 7:30 until 4 and Fridays from 7:30 until 1 during the period between Memorial Day and Labor Day. Staffing schedules shall continue to ensure customer service coverage during all City Hall operating hours, and employees would not be required to work modified summer schedule, but may elect flexible scheduling arrangements consistent with maintaining a 40 work hours per week, including the use of paid time off. The city manager is authorized and directed to ensure that A, adequate staffing and customer service coverage are maintained during all operating hours. Emergency and urgent matters remain accessible to the public on Friday afternoons through the office of the city manager. Public notice and awareness of the modified schedule are appropriately communicated through signage, newsletters, social media, and other available methods. Department heads will monitor operational effectiveness and customer service impacts during the trial implementation period. The office of the city manager shall continue to remain available until 4 p.m. on Fridays by appointment or through the lobby phone system to address urgent matters and emergency needs. City building inspections and permitting functions, which experience the highest summer customer demand, already primarily serve customers during early morning and midday hours, and the implementation of the city's online building permit portal will ensure continued accessibility and timely permit processing. City Commission would find that the proposed summer hours trial support the city's strategic goal of maintaining a stable and well-qualified workforce while improving operational responsiveness and public service delivery. The city manager and department heads shall monitor implementation of the modified summer hours to ensure that customer service objectives are achieved and that no undue hardship to the public is created. The city of South Bay shall be required to conduct public outreach and awareness efforts, including the use of signage, newsletters, social media, and other communication channels to ensure residents, contractors, and customers are informed of the temporary summer operating schedule. Staff is recommending approval of Resolution 21, 2026.
Thank you, City Manager Campbell. Any question from this commission for Resolution 21-2026 at this present time? Hearing none. Thank you, Commissioners. We'll continue. Resolution 22-2026. Madam Clerk, read for the record, please.
A resolution of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, authorizing city manager to execute grant agreement between qualified grantee applicants in the City of South Bay for the city's senior minor home repair program attached hereto as composite Exhibit A, providing for adoption of representations, providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. City Manager Campbell.
The Mayor Commission, the Commission instituted, the City of South Bay instituted a senior minor home repair program. The intent of the program is to assist homeowners with home repairs to correct health and safety hazards, as well as address building or code deficiencies of owner-occupied properties. The city has determined that the 20 applicants have qualified for the senior minor home repair program, and the city manager is seeking approval from the City Commission of the City of South Bay for qualified applicants of the program. Once this resolution is considered and adopted by the commission, we will then call in the homeowners, the applicants, to execute the agreements and process payment afterwards.
Thank you, City
Staff
Manager.
is recommending approval of Resolution 22, 2026.
Thank you, City Manager Campbell. Appreciate that, sir. Any question from this commission for Resolution 22-2026 at this present time? Hearing none. Thank you, Commissioners. We'll continue. Resolution 23-2026. Madam Clerk, read for the record, please.
A resolution of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, authorizing city manager to award educational scholarship to qualified applicants for the city's educational scholarship program consistent with Exhibit A attached hereto, providing for adoption of representations, providing for an effective date.
Thank you, City Clerk. City Manager Campbell.
Mr. Mayor Commission, the city also instituted an educational scholarship program. The intent of the program is to provide financial assistance to graduating high school seniors who reside within the city. The city has determined that the 5 applicants have qualified for the educational scholarship program, and the city manager is seeking approval from the City Commission of the City of South Bay to award applicants for the educational scholarship program. Mayor Commission, if you look, as you review your backup, you notice that it has applicant identifiers. The identifiers are there not just to protect the students, but it's there to insist or ensure that this commission is making a decision on the qualifications and not just the child or the students, forgive me, on the student. So staff is recommending approval of Resolution 23, 2026.
Thank you, City Manager Campbell. Any question from this commission for Resolution 23-2026 at this present time? Hearing none. Thank you, Commission.
Mr. Mayor, considering that there are no questions, I would like to say upon adoption of Resolution 23, 2026, at our next meeting, you will get an opportunity to know who those students are. At the June 2nd meeting, we will ask them all to come and receive their awards at that meeting.
All right, thank you, City Manager Campbell. Great. Thank you, sir. We'll continue with our agenda for the night. Ordinance, first reading, Commissioners, first reading residents as well. In reference to ordinance 04-2026. Madam Clerk, read for the record, please.
An ordinance of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, amending Article 20, Section 20.13 of the city's Code of Ordinance entitled Prohibited Signs, deleting the right-of-way distance requirement for said section, deleting and replacing Article 20, Section 20.14 of the city's Code of Ordinance entitled Signs Contingent on Special Regulations with new title Temporary Political Signs and Temporary non-commercial signs, providing for adoption of representations, providing for conflict and repealer, providing for severability, providing for inclusion in code, providing for an effective date.
Thank you, City Clerk. City Manager Campbell.
Mr. Mayor Commission, essentially the ordinance 04/2026, it adds a little more clarification to the political signs erected within 5 feet of any public right of way. So these changes, one, we're asking that political signs are erected within 10 feet, no right of ways. No sign shall also exceed 32 square feet in area, which is consistent with our existing code. So it's a complete deletion of that. Also, we were keeping it consistent with our existing ordinance of political signs shall be removed within 30 days of the final election. Now, I would say, I know 30 days is consistent. We here in the city of South Bay, well, I'll say this. I would like to see that reduced, Mayor, but I just kept it consistent. But I would like to see, not even that I would, it's just, what I've noticed in some of the practices in other municipalities is up to 7 days of it being removed. Now I've seen the 30 as well, but I do believe we are able to, from a public works perspective, get our city back in working conditions and having those signs removed in a shorter time than 30 days. But those are the changes that's being presented, is deletion of the signs being placed in the right of way, Mayor Commission.
Thank you, City Manager Campbell. Any question from this commission in reference to ordinance 04-2026 on its first reading? I just want to say that before any other commissioner, I just want to say I think it was a great idea because due to the fact that we have these signs out, and one of the biggest problems that we had the last election, right here on coming from Villa Largo, Northwest First Street, we had numerous companies calling us and had residents calling us as well. They can't see the traffic, which is coming from east to west there because all those signs blocking traffic there, and they're really adamant about that. And also the companies as well who have the Sugar King they was adamant about that as well, to make sure you remove those signs in order for their workers and then also the residents in the city of South Bay to be able to see the traffic that's coming through, because they have to move almost in the flow of traffic in order to see east of South Bay. So I think it's very good of what we're doing in reference to this particular ordinance. I think it would be great that we move forward in reference to this. Thank you. Any other commissioners have any comment?
Yes,
Commissioner Polk and then Commissioner Vice Mayor.
Now, I agree. I think I'd say under 10 days at least.
10.
Actually, I'd say 5 days. If the commission agree with it.
Mayor Commission, just for the record, not for the record, but just so everyone is clear, what's being proposed under your 10-day or 5-day, it normally reads like this: political signs permitted pursuant to this section shall not be placed prior to 60 days of the election to which they are related and shall be removed within 30 days. What's being proposed is those signs shall be removed within 30 days, and I heard 5 days after the day of the final election to which they apply.
Sorry, you. Vice Mayor?
No, I would just wanted to know, as far as like the signs, how would the candidate know where to put the signs and how far that they need to have the signs, as far as to make sure that it's in the right spot? Like would the city, would they have someone out there to let them know how far to go back, or they just got to measure it themselves?
They would have to measure it themselves, but I will be working with the clerk's office as the clerk begin to prepare for elections. All of those things will get mapped out, identifying the right of ways, and the language will be clear to the best of the clerk's office ability as to what that would look like, be it 10 feet, not in the right of way, identifying the right of ways. I can say all right of ways, the majority of right of ways is anything along Palm Beach Road, US Highway 27, the medians, beyond the sidewalks, approximately 10 feet off the sidewalks. That's essentially is your right of way here in the city of South Bay. But through the clerk's office, as the election packets are developed, it is something the manager's office will work with the clerk's office in identifying those areas.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Commissioner Polk. Thank you, Vice Mayor. Any additional question from the commission in reference to ordinance 04-2026? Here none, we'll continue with our workshop. Ordinance 05 sorry. Ordinance 05-2026. Madam Clerk, read for the record, please.
An ordinance of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, amending Chapter 6, Section 6-20 of the City of South Bay's Code of Ordinance entitled Permit Fee Schedule to provide for certain fee increases, providing for adoption of representations, providing for conflict and repealer, providing for severability, providing for inclusion in code, providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. City Manager Campbell.
It's very essentially ordinance 05-2026. It is a permit fee schedule. It's an increase to your building permit fee schedule of approximately 5%. The last time we did this, even if I say the last time we did it was 2 years ago in 2024, I will constantly and consistently tell the commission that our permit fee schedule based upon what the city pay for the service, be it inspection services, be it permit review, it is subsidized by your general fund. So we will never get to the point at this moment of catching up with what we are spending. However, city staff is going to present this to you on a biannual schedule, and just keeping up, just to keep up with the cost for building permit services. So staff will be recommending approval of first reading ordinance number 05-2026.
Thank you, City Manager Campbell. Any questions from this commission per ordinance 05-2026 on its first reading? Any questions from this commission per this particular ordinance? Hearing none, we'll continue with our workshop. Financial report. Okay. City Clerk's report.
Yes, sir. We're having the upcoming commission meetings will be June 2nd, 2026, which is one commission meeting. And then the other will be in July 21st, 2026. And then we also wanted to mention that there's early registration for our backpack giveaway. Families, friends, whoever wants to come and register your kids for backpack giveaway, it's open already. And it will end July 10th, 2026.
Thank you, City Clerk. Appreciate your report. Any questions from this commission per the City Clerk report? Hearing none, we'll continue. City Manager report.
Mr. Mayor Commission, you asked about an add-on. It's not necessarily an add-on, but it's more of an update. Around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock today, I got a chance to speak with Mr. Jordan Connors, our governmental consultant lobbyist. Our items currently, this is going to end down with me. I'm telling you that I have to travel to Tallahassee to speak with the executive office of the governor, over the transportation projects and our senior home project. Currently, we made a request of $900,000 for Palm Beach Road, a request for $400,000 for the senior center Tanner Park rehab. Both of those items have been reduced approximately by 50%. Palm Beach Road to 400,000 and the senior center to 200,000. In my conversation with the lobbyists, I was asked to come up and speak to the staff members and some of the legislators that's in budget conference this week to revive our items. Now, one thing that's good about them, we are still in the conversations. Be it the Senate side and the House side, we are still there. We haven't been zeroed out. So they want to hear from the city of South Bay. And Thursday morning, and I will be traveling to Tallahassee to speak on behalf of the city for those items to maintain the level of funding at its current request, because we do need the full 900,000 to redo Palm Beach Road, and I need the full 400,000 in order to get Tanner Park to a healthier place for our seniors. Although the proposal is to rebuild Tanner Park, but I know it's a $10 million climb to get to that place. But we want to get our building healthy for our seniors and our youth while we still have it currently. So I want to revive those, and I will be traveling to Tallahassee to do that. So all of that is happening. That's live today. Also, in that same vein of conversation, Mayor, Commission, the manager tomorrow morning in celebration of Public Works Week. If you have the time, the manager is preparing breakfast for the public work staff, and we're going to have breakfast and a staff meeting to cover some things as we move forward and some things they need to hear from the manager. So if you want to just stop by and have breakfast with them and say congratulations to the public works staff, feel free to do so. But I will tell you that as we go into our staff meeting, I hope your breakfast is over and you've had a chance to consume all your victuals.
What time is that, Mr. Mayor?
9. Last three things on the several months ago, I shared with the commission. Yeah, I can get this done in 8 minutes. I shared with the commission that we're going to look at the business district. That is your B1 zone. That is all businesses that's abutting US Highway 27 north and south, and businesses are properties that's abutting Palm Beach Road east and west. We're going to be looking, our code enforcement officer is going to be looking at those properties as the business development, economic development conversations go about your marketing and all of those things that's happening behind the scene. We need to address our B1 commercial business district and getting those things cleaned up. When I shared it with you all, the commission and the public a couple months ago, we've had to get some things amped up in our code department and just keeping our staff and going in that direction from a personnel space. We are about to do it. So starting next week, really starting next week, any properties that's along that corridor, those corridors, Mayor, Commission, if you start getting those phone calls, just have them call City Hall. We have to address these issues on our business corridor before it gets out of hand any further. In that same vein of conversation, as we go into our hurricane season and the rainy season, our alleyways, we want to get those alleyways taken care of as well. So you may start seeing some work. I come to you annually with that request. You start seeing some work in our alleyways. We want to get our alleyways taken care of in advance of and while in advance of any hurricane warnings or anything that's taking place. So residents, if you could just support the city, If you don't have an alleyway in the back, that means you are abutting your neighbor. Just try to clean it up, and we're going to get that taken care of. We'll pick it up. But if you do have an alleyway, you will see some work taking place in that area as well. And I know you all have been out, you've seen the Cox Park installation that's underway. It was being demolished today, and Cox Park is underway as well. So those are the items from the, as part of the manager's report. And I trust me and believe I won't say all those things in that same fashion during the meeting. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, City Manager Cameron. I do appreciate your report. Any question from the commissioners for the city manager report?
Yes.
Yes, Vice Mayor.
Yes, can you give us a timeline of when Cox Park will be completed?
If it's not Friday, then Monday. So it's all going to be done within a week. We wanted it completed. We want it sooner, as well as the commission and the public. But we definitely want to have it completed before school closes next Friday.
Thank you, City Manager Cameron. Also that residents, in reference to the hurricane, let's work with the city in reference to the alleyway, because due to the fact that we don't receive the calls like we received that last year before, in reference to Florida Power and Light can't get behind my house. My light's been off for 2, 3, 4, 5 days there. Let's work together trying to clean up the alleyways and make sure that if Florida Power, if the lights go down or wiring down, the Florida Power Light to have the opportunity to be able to get behind your house and make sure that your lights are restored as early as possible. So let's work together as a team within the city of South Bay. Thank you. This present time, City Attorney's report.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Attorney. Future agenda items? None at this time. May I entertain a motion to adjourn the workshop?
So move.
Moved by Vice Mayor McKelvin,
Second.
second by Commissioner Bernard. Workshop is adjourned. We'll reconvene in 4 minutes. This present time, we'll call the meeting to order, please. Good evening to each and every one of you all. We'll start our meeting at 7 p.m. Today is May the 19th of 2026. I want to thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. Commissioner, thank you for being here. Staff, thank you as well. Residents also, and thank you. And the ones that really come in here to visit us tonight are young people. That we see the young people that we came in tonight. I was very proud to see those orange and green uniform. You guys look fantastic, and coaches, and thank you all for the work that y'all doing, our young people, because we have to keep them motivated, keep their minds stayed on something very positive. And I think that you're doing a fantastic job with them. Palm Beach County Sheriff and Palm Beach County Fire Department, thank you for the wonderful work that you do each and every day. Residents, let's continue to work together. Let's continue to work as a team, because it's not about the five of us set up on this dais here. It's about us within the city of South Bay as a team. And that's what I'm about, team, not about I. Because I don't get you nowhere. It's about the team. And that's the only way we'll be able to survive, by working as a team within the city of South Bay. At this present time, I have the roll call. After the roll call, we have prayer by Pastor Beam, and then we have pledge of allegiance of the flag. Madam Clerk, we call the roll, please.
Commissioner King,
Present.
Commissioner Bernard,
Present.
Commissioner Polk,
Present.
Vice Mayor McKelvin,
Present.
Mayor Cowles.
President, thank you, Madam Clerk, and thank you, Commissioners. All stand, please.
Oh, gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you, God, for this day, God. We thank you, God, for this city, God. We thank you, God, for our commissioners and our mayor, God, and our city manager and the whole staff here in the city of South Bay and the residents, God. We pray, God, for peace, God. We pray, God, for unity. We pray, God, that your love will flow, God, and protection will reign. It is in Jesus' name we do pray, and we all said,
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Thank you, Pastor Beam. We do appreciate that wonderful and great prayer, sir, because we'll never start a meeting at 7 o'clock without a prayer within this particular chambers here. I also want to thank those on live screen that's out tonight in reference to joining us at our meeting tonight. And also, I want to go back again, staff, thank you all. You worked all day today, but you're here tonight. I really do appreciate that. Thanks. The disclosure of voting conflict, Commissioner King.
No conflict, sir.
All right, thank you, Madam. Commissioner Bernard.
No conflict.
All right, thank you, Madam. Commissioner Poe.
None, sir.
Thank you, sir. Vice Mayor McKelvin.
None, sir.
All right, thank you as well, Vice Mayor, and none for me either. You know, we'll continue with our agenda item tonight. Presentation and proclamation is
No, Gina Levesque, representative from Palm Beach County Ethics, is not present, Mayor.
okay. Rosenwald Elementary School report. Thank you, City Manager Campbell. Mr. Hightower, you.
Mr. Hightower is not here, but I just give a small
Okay, thank you.
glimpse on what's been taking place at Rosenwald.
thank
Right now, our students are in the midst of taking their PM3 testing. We have completed ELA. They started with their science today. We'll be finishing up math on tomorrow and Thursday, and we're trying to get this A. And that'll be history again, back to back with A's. So keep us in your prayers and keep our students in your prayers. And students, make sure you go home tonight, get you a nice dinner. Make sure you go to bed early, get up in the morning on time, and be to school on time. So we can knock this A out so you guys can make history again. That'll conclude Rosenwald Elementary School report.
All right, thank you, Vice Mayor. I wish you all the
Don't
best.
stay up too late playing the game.
Thanks, Vice Mayor. Opportunity for the public to address the commissioner, Madam Clerk.
Yes, sir. We have Mr. Theo Jacobs, Coach Theo Jacobs.
So you give your name and your address, please.
Good afternoon. My name is Coach Theo Jacobs. I'm one of the baseball coaches for South Bay. I'm going to introduce my main speaker, who will introduce everything, which is Coach JT.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Ms. Glovetta Williams, the Commissioner of the Tri-County Athletics and our kids.
JT, will you give your name, please?
My first name is Jacob. Last name is Starling. That froze up at that.
I'm sorry about that, sir.
I'm saying on behalf of all of us, we would like to thank you guys for having us here today. Personally, I would like to first introduce the kids so you guys can understand what they do and where they come from. When we first got these kids a couple of months ago, they was novice. They had no idea about how to play baseball at all. When the idea was brought to me and Coach Jacobs, he was like, these kids don't know anything, so we got to bring them. Now they're 6-0. They are on the verge of a playoff. We encourage you guys to come out on Thursday, which is their final home game here at Pioneer Park, and then the following Saturday is the playoff starts. So we encourage you guys to come out. Miss Clovetta Williams cannot be here tonight because her kid is in the original playoff game. So first we will start with Mr. Jaden. Mr. Jaden is our catcher. Mr. Lubens. And one of the twins.
Top
Which
right.
one, the second and third, or the third base? So one plays second base, one plays third base. Other Mr. Adams. All right. I can never remember her name.
Anari.
Anari, yeah. She plays outfield. Mr. Darby. He plays outfield and catcher too also. Mr. Mario plays outfield and she plays second base. Mr. Noah. So the online. Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Noah, the one with the glasses, he plays outfield also. Our star pitcher,
Ben.
Mr. Big Ben, Mr. Benjamin, he's out. And so you guys will know, Ben never pitched before. Last week was the first time he ever pitched before, and he pitched a shutout.
Oh wow, man. Nah, man.
Never pitched. And so I'm pretty sure everybody in the city of South Bay know who this kid is.
Terry.
These are our wonderful kids, and we cherish every minute with them. We are proud of them. These kids come every day. We try to encourage the parents to come. We try to get them to come be a part of our community, and we encourage you guys to come out to see the product that's on the field, because these kids have grown a lot. They went from playing all the time to taking it very seriously. Mm-hmm. So they're on the verge of Thursday is the last home game, but after that it is playoff and championship.
Oh man, great,
So
great.
I pray that you guys come. And you know what? I forgot to introduce Coach Coney.
Yeah.
I apologize for that so on behalf of our team, the South Bay Sentinels, we were just happy for you guys just to have us here, and we'll be proud for you guys to come out and just watch us play.
What time the game is on Thursday?
The next week, is it 7 o'clock on Thursday? 6:30 on Thursday. 6:30. You know,
Is that this Thursday or next Thursday?
that's next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
No, this Thursday. This Thursday.
Oh, okay.
This Thursday. I'm sorry. I forgot the day was Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, this Thursday.
Thank you.
So this Thursday.
Thank you.
Yeah, because they got prom on Friday.
Yes.
Okay,
They make
yes,
sure they
right.
let me know that.
Yes.
So thank you guys.
No, thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Jacob,
you.
and Ms. Coney for all the work you do with our young peoples. One question, we're going to take a picture with you and your coaches and your team there, if you don't mind. Commissioners, join them on the floor, please. Again, young peoples, coaches, thank you all for the wonderful work y'all doing with our young peoples within the city of South Bay. We'll continue with our agenda for tonight. Madam Clerk, do you have any additional one from the public?
Yes, Dr. Jacobs?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Ms. Jacobs.
To Mayor Council Commission, City Manager Cameron, and to our City Attorney Reeds. On behalf of the Lakeshore Middle School, my name is Wilhelmina Jacobs. I live at 13820 Sheffield Street, Wellington, Florida, 33414. I'm representing Lakeshore Middle School. Ms. Bernard, will you come down, please, ma'am?
Oh.
On behalf of the Lakeshore Middle School pre-law and avid student, we present you this certificate of appreciation for traveling with us 5 o'clock in the morning with 60 middle school students all the way to Daytona Beach without any incident at all. So I'm here tonight, Commissioner Bernard, to present to you this certificate, and we have something for you later on. So on behalf of Lakeshore Middle School and myself, the law teacher, we would like to present you this certificate of appreciation. Those of you who do not work with students, especially middle school students, you will not understand. Mayor Cowes, on Thursday, someone forgot to send you the invitation. I was in Tampa with your governor last week. And on Thursday, it was supposed to be a surprise, but I have to tell you since it's a late date. We're having our award ceremony for our choice programs. Since you and Vice Mayor Joaquin has been with us every step of the way. The students are requesting your presence. I know you have something else to do, but can you just drop by and just let them see your face? Because I do not want to get in trouble with my babies. Also, this is a reminder that our moving on ceremony is this week, Friday. Please, ma'am, please, sir, don't be late because the gate will be closed. And also, I sent an itinerary to the city manager, and I also have copies of the letters. If you're late, you will not be able to enter because of security reasons. Not being facetious, but please, ma'am, please, sir, get there before the allotted time on this letter. Also, the mayors of both cities will be the only dignitaries sitting on the stage because we have a lot of special guests. But those of you who will be coming, there's a special seating for you on the floor, on the right-hand side of the stage. You will get instructions when you get there.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Jacob. Thanks, Ms. Jacob, for all the work that you all do at Lakeshore Middle School, also at Rosenwald Elementary School, at Glade Central High School as well. We just had the graduation Friday night at Glade Central High School. I think it was 220 some or more students that graduated the other night. And that's fantastic, and we love it, really do. And thanks, Commissioner Bernard, because, 5 o'clock in the morning going to Daytona, I know it's with 60 young people, I know how it is. And everybody want to talk, and Vice Mayor said, yes, you're right. But I thank you for being a part of that and was available to go with those, being a chaperone for those young peoples. And again, on behalf of all the schools in the Glaze area, we want to thank the principal, we want to thank the staff as well for the wonderful work that they have done for this particular school year, and also those in universities and colleges as well for the things that has taken place. We're just going to continue to keep them in our prayer, keep them lifted up in prayer, that everything will be ready for our babies and those at universities and colleges as well. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Jacob. We'll continue with our agenda for tonight. Madam Clerk.
Yes, Ms. Fuse?
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Bernadette Hughes. My name is Christine Frank, and we live at 195 Northwest 7th Avenue, South Bay, Florida,
Yes,
the beautiful city of South Bay. We come to ask the question, is there a board for residents? Because we have some residents, people on our street, on 3 streets. They was asking me questions, and I told them, I don't know, I'll come to ask y'all. Is there a board for residents to get on, to join in the city?
okay, when you say board, what you mean by board?
Like a board, like a resident board, like the residents, a resident board or something like they have in the other cities.
You doing a committee or something of that magnitude in reference to things that's taking place within the city?
Might be, I don't know if I'm saying the terminology right, but we were just saying the board that some of the residents can get on, so we can keep up and know what's going on, so we can tell the other residents. But a lot of times the other residents, they be asking us when they be online, they don't understand that audience that y'all go to.
The ordinance, yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm sorry. They don't understand a lot of things, and I told them, I said, I don't know, you have to come to the meeting and ask them, So a lot of them don't do internet, they don't do online, so, and then a lot of them, some of them kind of shame, so shame to come up there time. They ain't gonna shame me 3 minutes and be gone, so they asked me to speak,
Monsieur, you do me a favor?
yeah.
Will you get a clear understanding in reference to what you're asking for in order to help the resident? Will you meet with the city manager if you have time to talk to him and see you get a clarity and maybe he can give you exactly what you're looking for?
Okay.
In reference to that, that way you'll be able to explain it to the residents as well. If they want to be a part of whatever you're asking for, they'll be able to do it. So I need for you to get it, just give him a call.
Okay.
I know he's leaving this week here, but give him a call probably next week sometime if he's available.
I can do that right now. Let me just, Ms. Fuchs, yes, there are boards that exist, and we have a Parks and Recreation Board. There's a whole application process for all the boards that do exist, and we'll be more than happy to have you to serve on those boards as a resident, as a volunteer.
Oh, not
here.
only me.
I understand.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just speaking with you
Okay.
as you're here. So we look forward to residents to serve on those boards as well.
Okay.
But definitely you can come into City Hall, you can take care of those things. A lot of the things that those residents, have them call City Hall. When the staff is here, they can call City Hall. They get better answers than waiting until 7 o'clock at night to bring those items. But definitely serving on those boards is something that exists. Now, the existing boards that the commission has adopted, I know through our neighborhood services, through our Parks and Recreation, Community Development Office, there are boards that does exist in the city of South Bay, and feel free to have any of those people to come in order to apply for those boards. So the most of them are commission appointed. So once they make application, we get enough people, we can have those residents appointed to the boards that they desire to serve on.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Another thing I didn't know about that. Behind my house, it's an alley, and I've been struggling. They kept saying this. I don't talk to Mr. Kerr several times, but he said it's my property.
I'm familiar with the alley that's behind your house, but you actually don't have an alley. No,
Okay.
your property to property line.
Right.
So there are some things in your neighbor, in your at the rear of your home, that's between the property owner on the east of you and your property.
Right.
So you all have to address some of those concerns as property owners in that area. So you don't actually have an alleyway.
No, but what's that thing? The grass it don't grow behind it. It's tall. I don't call the LPNA, or they say that they keep saying the city. Then I talked to Mr. Kerr. He says it's mine. It's just back and forth. So I'm trying to get some clarity.
Let's schedule that time to talk about that item. I know it's something that we won't be able to get done here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
All
welcome.
right, thank you, Ms. Fields, and I appreciate you being here tonight.
That would be all, sir.
Yeah. All right, thank you, City Clerk, and thank the one that had the opportunity to speak tonight. We'll continue with our consent agenda tonight. In reference to Commissioner meeting, May the 5th, 2026, and approve a City Commissioner agenda May the 19th of 2026. And Mr. Manager, do you have any deletion or addition?
None, Mayor.
All right, thank you, sir. May I have a motion and a second to move the consent agenda to the floor for discussion and approval?
So move.
Moved by Commissioner Bernard,
Second.
second by Commissioner Polk. Any discussion in reference to the consent agenda by this commission? Here none, Madam Clerk, recall the roll, please.
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Bernard,
Yes.
Commissioner Polk,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McKelvin,
Yes.
Mayor Cowes.
Yes, thank you, Madam Clerk. Thank you, Commissioner. Passed by all commissioners. We'll continue. Resolution 21-2026. Madam Clerk, read for the record, please.
A resolution of the City Commission of South Bay, Florida, authorizing the city manager to implement modified summer operating hours for City Hall on a trial basis between the holidays of Memorial Day and Labor Day, providing for implementation, public notice, monitoring of customer service impacts, providing for adoption of representations, providing for effective date.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. May I have a motion and a second to move Resolution 21-2026 to the floor for discussion and approval?
So move.
Moved by Commissioner Bernard,
Second.
second by Commissioner Polk. Any questions for Resolution 21-2026 before this commission? Here none, Madam Clerk, recall the roll, please.
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Bernard,
Yes.
Commissioner Polk,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McKelvin,
Yes.
Mayor Cowes.
Yes, thank you, Madam Clerk, and thank you to the commission. Passed by all commissioners. Resolution number 22-2026. Madam Clerk, read for the record, please.
A resolution of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, authorizing the city manager to execute grant agreements between qualified grantee applicants and the City of South Bay for the city's senior minor home repair program, attached hereto as composite Exhibit 8, providing for adoption of representations, providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. May I have a motion and a second to move Resolution 22-2026 to the floor for discussion and approval?
So move.
Moved by Vice Mayor McKelvin,
Second.
second by Commissioner Bernard. Any question at this present time in reference to Resolution 22-2026 before this commission?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Commissioner King.
Thank you. Just a few questions for clarity. How many applications were received total?
I think it was 47.
And out of the 47, it was 20 selected, correct?
Correct.
Have all the inspections been completed on those 20?
No.
No, would there be inspection?
Depends on what each applicant is getting.
Okay, so all the applicants may not qualify for an inspection. What's the criteria that was used to evaluate those application?
The criteria is as approved by the commission in the policy. I did not bring the minor home reprogram policy here to outline all the criteria that was adopted by the commission.
Okay, so how many staff, or was there any staff that evaluated those applications? It was 4? Each department or same department?
Same department.
And which department is that?
Our neighborhood services, community developments, which is one and the same, and code, all of those within that umbrella, and the city manager.
Okay,
The city manager did not evaluate any. We just made the final recommendation, the final review of documentation.
okay. So so the 4 personnel that was evaluated made the final decision of the 20?
First come, first in, with all the documentation. Those 20 that's presented are the ones that had all the documentation and met the deadline.
Okay, thank you for that. Now, will there be another session opening to this opportunity for the residents? Or
It's all
was
contingent.
this a one-time?
It's all contingent on what the commission approve in their upcoming budget, if the commission make the funding available.
Okay. Now, was this opportunity available for all senior resident in South Bay?
No.
No.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I don't understand your question.
How was the advertisement?
It was. Yes. Short answer. Yes, it was.
Okay, so all the residents in the city of South Bay was aware that the
the application process had started for this opportunity?
Notification was placed online. Notification was given to the senior programs. Notifications were posted in the stores with the highest traffic area here in the city of South Bay. Yes.
Okay, what about our seniors that are homebound that don't have access to internet, that don't go to the attend the senior citizens program?
Yes, ma'am.
Were
Yes,
they
ma'am. They
notified?
were notified as well because they actually have family members who are on all of those mediums that came in and picked up applications, and some of those residents that are not, as you stated, not that connected, their names are on that list as well.
Okay, thank you. I'm just getting some clarity, sir. But thank you anyway for the questions. I'm complete.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Commissioner King. Any additional questions to Resolution 22-2026? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Commissioner King,
I'm voting no because of the, I'm voting no.
Commissioner Bernard,
Yes.
Commissioner Polk,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McKelvin.
Yes.
Mayor Cowes.
Yes, thank you, Madam Clerk. Thank you, City Manager Kim. It passes 4-1. We'll continue. Resolution 23-2026. Madam Clerk, read for the record, please.
A resolution of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, authorizing the city manager to award educational scholarships to qualified applicants for the city's educational scholarship program consistent with Exhibit 8 attached hereto, providing for adoption of representations, providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. May I have a motion to move Resolution 23-2026 to the floor for discussion and approval?
So move.
Moved by Commissioner Bernard.
Second.
Second by Vice Mayor McKelvin. Any questions from this commission for Resolution 23-2026? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Bernard,
Yes.
Commissioner Polk,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McKelvin.
Yes.
Mayor Cowes.
Yes, thank you, Madam Clerk, and thank you, Commissioner. It passed by all commissioners. We continue. Ordinance number 04-2026. Madam Clerk, read for the record, please.
An ordinance of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, amending Article 20, Section 20.13 of the city's Code of Ordinance entitled Prohibited Signs, deleting the right-of-way distance requirement for said section, deleting and replacing Article 20, Section 20.14 of the city's Code of Ordinance entitled Signs Contingent on Special Regulations with new title Temporary Political Signs and Temporary Non-Commercial Signs, providing for adoption of representations, providing for conflict and repealer, providing for severability, providing for inclusion in code, providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. This is our first reading, Commission and residents here. City Manager Campbell.
Mr. Mayor Commission, after the deletion of the statement, temporary political signs erected within 5 feet of any public right-of-way, the new language would read, temporary political signs pertaining to specific elections, urging the election or opposition of any candidate seeking any political office or urging the passage or defeat of any ballot measure, and other temporary non-commercial signs endorsing, objecting, or otherwise relating to a particular issue or communicating on a non-commercial message or idea are permitted subject to the following restrictions. The maximum sign, no sign shall exceed a maximum of 32 square feet in area and shall be limited to 2 sides only. There shall be no triangular or multi-sided signs allowed. And just for everybody to know, 32 square feet is 1 sheet of plywood. Maximum number ballot measures shall be placed upon any property. For other temporary non-commercial signs, not more than 1 sign per issue, idea, or message shall be placed upon any property. Altogether, there shall be no more than 3 temporary 2-sided signs on any one property. However, more than 1 message may be placed on any side of the sign. Location, only on lots where the property owner has given permission. The placing of temporary signs anywhere on public property is prohibited. Temporary signs located on public property shall be deemed to be public property and shall be summarily removed by the city. Minimum setbacks from lot line of another, 10 feet, from the property line or from a street, 5 feet. Maximum height, 4 feet, including supports for the sign. Time limit, Political signs permitted pursuant to this section shall not be placed prior to 60 days of the election to which they are related and shall be removed within 30 days after the day of the final election to which they apply. In the case where there is a primary election, signs shall be allowed 60 days prior to the primary election. This time limit also applies to candidates who do not have an opponent in the primary. Signs may continue to be displayed between the primary election and the final election. Other temporary non-commercial signs permitted pursuant to this section shall be allowed only during the times when temporary political signs are allowed. Illegally placed temporary signs shall be removed by the owner or individual responsible for the illegal placement. In the event of failure to do so, the signs may be removed by the city. That is the new language in your public comments. There was a recommendation for a reduction of 10 days or 5 days after the final election. So that is the new language proposed on ordinance 04/2026 relative to political signs.
Thank you, City Manager Cameron. At this present time, this ordinance is open to the public. Do any public have any questions in reference to ordinance 04-2026? Miss Crawford.
Virginia Crawford, 200 Northwest 3rd Avenue, South Bay.
Thank you.
The only question I have, from what you're saying, I want to know if I'm understanding it correctly, that no political signs can be placed on any property unless it's private property. Because you're saying it can't be placed on any right-of-ways, any city-owned property. So my thing is, you're saying all political signs have to be in somebody's yard, not anywhere else in the city of South Bay.
Yes, ma'am. I'm saying that it cannot be placed in those areas.
Okay, that's all I wanted to make
Yes,
sure,
ma'am.
that they can't, you can only put a sign in somebody's yard with their permission. So I ain't gotta be worried about riding down the street and seeing them in the medium, on the side of the road, here, there. They can only be placed in someone's yard.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the only thing I'm trying to make sure, that's what I'm understanding, that's what the new ordinance states.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
You're
All right,
welcome.
thank you, Ms. Crawford. Appreciate you being here. In addition, a question from the audience in reference to ordinance 04-2026. In addition, question. Close on the public. Now we come back for the commission. Commission, do you have any questions in reference to ordinance 04-2026 on the first reading?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Commissioner King.
Thank you. Will it be a designated area in the city? Because I know like in Royal Palm and Wellington, they have like a designated area where all the candidates could post their signs.
Not in this ordinance. It is something I would really enjoy seeing. However, that is not addressed in this ordinance.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Commissioner King. In addition, question about ordinance 04-2026. Hearing none, Madam Clerk, will you call the roll?
Commissioner King?
Yes.
Commissioner Bernard?
Yes.
Commissioner Polk?
Yes.
Vice Mayor McKelvin?
Yes.
Mayor Cowes?
Yes, thank you, City Manager Cameron, thank you, City Clerk, and thank you, Commissioner, passed by all commissioners. We continue, ordinance 05-2026, Madam Clerk, read for the record, please.
An ordinance of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, amending Chapter 6, Section 6-20 of the City of South Bay's Code of Ordinance entitled Permit Fee Schedule to provide for certain fee increases, providing for adoption of representations, providing for conflict and repealer, providing for severability, providing for inclusion in code, providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Again, this is first reading tonight to the public. City Manager Campbell.
Mr. Mayor, Commission, what's being proposed essentially is for our permit fee schedule, a 5% increase for building permit fee schedules. Excuse me. So if for residential property, the minimum fee was $100, and what's being proposed, the minimum fee is go up $105. So for commercial, the minimum fee is $125. the new fee would be $131.25. Now, all of this is calculated based upon the amount of the construction value. So the fees will align themselves as such. And you're also going to see the reinspection fee going up from $75 to $78.75. The right-of-way permit fee has an increase of $1,000 to $1,050. So, Mayor, Commission, staff is recommending approval on first reading, ordinance 05-2026.
Thank you, City Manager Cameron. This present time is ordinance 05-2026 open to the public. Any question from the public per this ordinance? Any questions per this ordinance at this present time from the public? Here none. Close on the public. Bring it back to the commission. Commission, do you have any questions per this ordinance 05-2026? First reading.
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Commissioner King.
Thank you. This increase, where would the, how would the benefits from the city would be benefiting from this increase?
We are not, the general fund would not have to subsidize permit fees that we are paying out for the professional services or the contractual services as much. So it will aid in the general fund budget. There's a decrease in the general fund budget that will go to building permits. So that is a major aid there.
Okay, and we contract this work out, right?
Right.
Okay. Have we looked to see if we had our own personnel to do these work? Would we be able to save that way to keep from, increasing those fees?
We would not be able to save in that fashion.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner King. Any additional questions for ordinance 05-2026? Here none, Madam Clerk, recall the roll.
Commissioner King,
At this time, I say no.
Commissioner Bernard,
Yes.
Commissioner Polk,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McKelvin.
Yes.
Mayor Cowes.
Yes, thank you, Madam Clerk, and thank you, City Manager Cameron. It passes 4-1. We'll continue with our agenda for tonight. Financial report.
We have none. Mr. Massey, nothing right now, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you, sir. City Clerk's report.
None, sir.
All right, thank you. City Manager report.
So Mayor, not to relive all of those things, we are going to look at our business district, bringing those items into compliance code. The code enforcement officer is going to be out, diligent over the coming weeks. So if you are in that B1 zone corridor and you have some items or property areas that you need to address, you address those. And I'm talking to our business owners and property owners that can hear me at the sound of my voice. However, code enforcement will make their presence known in the business district. Also, the alleyway maintenance and Cox Park installation is taking place. City manager is traveling to Tallahassee tomorrow after our staff meeting and public works celebration for Public Works Week.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. Appreciate that report. Any question from this commission? We'll continue.
Mayor, Commission, I do apologize. We didn't get a motion, just a vote. Okay. On each ordinance, no motion or second has been captured.
I'm sorry about that. On ordinance 05-2026?
On ordinance 04-2026 and 05-2026. You didn't?
You made a motion. You made a motion, yes.
Who?
05.
Bernard, he's second.
Okay, sorry.
We good?
They're all captured? You didn't capture them?
Okay, let's go back, Commissioners, in reference to these particular ordinance, it wasn't captured. I don't know why, but may I have a motion, and may I have a motion and second to move on the 04-0-22 on the first reading.
So move.
Moved by Commissioner Bernard,
Second.
second by Vice Mayor McKelvin. Any discussion at this present time? Here none, Madam Clerk, you call the roll again.
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Bernard.
Yes.
Commissioner Polk,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McKelvin.
Yes.
Mayor Cowes.
Yes, thank you, Madam Clerk. It passes 5 by all commission. May I have a motion and a second to move ordinance 05-2026 to the floor for discussion and approval on its first reading?
So move.
Moved by Commissioner Bernard,
Second.
second by Vice Mayor McKelvin. Any discussion in reference to ordinance 05-2026 on the first reading before this commission? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, call the roll.
Commissioner King,
No.
Commissioner Bernard.
Yes.
Commissioner Polk,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McKelvin.
Yes.
Mayor Cowes.
Yes, thank you, Madam Clerk. It passes 4-1.
We're good. Also, Mayor, June 2nd, your auditor is going to be here to present your, the audit report of the closeout of last year at your June 2nd meeting as well.
All right, thank you, sir. Financial report, you have already given his report in reference to everything. He did meet with the city manager, financial director this afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Treasurer. City clerk's report.
None, sir.
All right, city attorney's report.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you. Future agenda items. Hearing none. This present time, commission comment for the good of the order. Commissioner King.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. For the good of order, first I want to thank the staff for the updates regarding Cox Park and the playground installation. It's encouraging to see the progress finally taking place, and I know many families and children in our community are very happy and can't wait to utilize the new equipment. I also want to take a moment to recognize and thank our PBSO officers and law enforcement officers during National Police Week at this time, because we wasn't in session during that time of that recognitions of National Police Week. We appreciate all the men and women who continue to work and working every day to help protect and serve our communities. Thank you. Thank you, Sarge, and all your team and everyone that takes officers that comes out and take part in keeping our city safe, sacrificing and serving this community. Thank you. Congrats to the baseball team. Congratulations, and praying that you all do well and be safe at your next game, and praying that you advance to the playoff, win the playoff, and make it to the championship, and bring it home. Lastly, I would like to ask that we continue to keep the victims and families that entire community affected by that tragic shooting in San Diego in our thoughts and prayers. Incidents like that is very heartbreaking, and it could easily, be our community as well. So let's just keep those families in our prayers. And again, for our residents, thank you all for coming out, the ones that listening and watching virtually. We thank you for your continued support and your participation in your local government. Again, thank you, and y'all have a good night.
Thank you, Commissioner King. Commissioner King, before you, Bernard, I just want to say one thing in reference to Cox Park. It's great. This will be the 4th time that we have replaced the equipment at Cox Park, the 4th time. Parents, you have a responsibility as well to help us keep the park up to par. The park is for you, your children, and all of them to enjoy the park. We had the park burnt, that you burnt the equipment. This is ridiculous. You shouldn't continue to have to do this here. This is equipment for your young peoples to come out there and enjoy themselves 7 days a week. So let's work together to make sure that this don't happen again. 4-time replacing the equipment at that one park where we haven't replaced not one piece of equipment at Tanner Park. Come on, let's work together. Let's make sure we keep our equipment safe, make sure our kids realize and understand this is for them to enjoy. Thank you, Commissioner King. Commissioner Bernard.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to share something. For about 2 years, I was sitting over there and I was observing, I was watching how the commission was being conducted. And there were some times when I would have conversation with some of the staff to the point where it was unhealthy because of what was going on. So tonight, I want to share something with you. And I also think we need to have an honest conversation about non-interference, talking about the commissions, and how we treat employees and professional staff. Career employees should not feel intimidated, dragged into politics, or placed in the middle of personal disagreements among elected officials. That creates a toxic environment and weakens the ability of this city to function professionally. At some point, leadership requires restraint, it requires discipline, and it requires understanding that every public statement carries consequences beyond this room here. Like we said, we have those that are looking live stream. We don't know who's watching, but they are watching. I am asking that we return to a level of professionalism. I was in a professionalism environment or institute for 40 years. And yes, I bring some of that teaching here and incorporate it with politics and request that protects the institution, protects our employees, and protects the reputation of South Bay. Personal attacks, social media conflicts, and public accusations are not helping this city move forward. They are hurting it. We owe the residents better than this. We owe our staff better than this. And we owe our community partners better than this. Now, I'm back up here, and we are going to work to move forward professionally. Thank you, and have a good night.
Thank you, Commissioner Bernard. We appreciate your comments that you rendered tonight. We do appreciate that. Commissioner Pope.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Feeling a little under the weather, so I have a few words, but congratulations to Coach Theo, Coach Jacobs, to the team, the Sentinels. I've been out there. You guys doing a great job, and so keep doing what you're doing. Coach Coney, God bless you, dear. All right, y'all. Good night.
Thank you, Commissioner Pope. Vice Mayor McKelvin.
Yes, I also ditto with Commissioner Pope. I'm also feeling under the weather a little bit. Again, congratulations to South Bay Sentinels. I will be out there on Thursday to watch you guys bring home the W again. Also, I just want to congratulate the class of 2026, all the young men and women who is going on either to the workforce or to college or to to a higher institution as far as college. I would like to also congratulate my son, who was the valedictorian for Glaze Day High School. He made history again. He was the first African American to become valedictorian at Glaze Day. 60 years. So I'm very proud of him. He also be taking his talents to Tallahassee. I'm going to Florida State University, where he'll be majoring in pre-med. So young people, continue to put your mind forward, and anything can happen in the future. Just make sure you stay on the right and narrow path. Keep Jesus first, and the sky's the limit. everybody, residents, have a good night.
Great.
God bless.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. We do appreciate it. Before I get my final comments, anything from the Palm Beach County Sheriff Department or Fire Department?
Also, I want to thank Commissioner Polk and also Mr. Collins for showing up as well. Thank you, guys.
Good evening, city leaders, commissioners, mayor, vice mayor, city manager, city clerk. How are you?
Great, Chief. And
Good.
what about yourself?
So I do have a few things today since we're gonna start hitting summer, and I want to kind of give you guys an update. This is more like an introduction to some programs that a lot of people do not know we have, and we're willing to come out here to do. We have different divisions, and some of those divisions take care of so many wonderful things that the citizens can take and educate themselves before a tragedy or something like that happens. I know there's going to be a lot of families traveling. I know there's going to be a lot of kids out there. School is going to be out, so I want to make you informed. One of the first things that I like to introduce is we have a lot of waterways here, a lot of canals, a lot of lakes, especially Lake Okeechobee, obviously. But we do have a partnership with the Drowning Prevention Coalition of Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, and we do it together. They put a program, How to Save Yourself from a Sinking Vehicle. It's a very good class. So if you have anyone that can benefit from it, somebody who's traveling constantly around the canals, it saved a lot of people's lives. One of the things that I carry here is, if you guys can see it, it's one of the little tools that we advise everyone to have, especially when you travel. That can save your life by breaking your window, cutting your seatbelts, maintaining the calm, and it is an eye opener. You know, we show some videos in there, and it can happen to anyone at any second. So, if you do wanna, your church, your school, just let me know, and I will make sure that I put you in touch with them. We do it for the Rotaries. We've done it in a few other places. Classrooms is really impactful and it's beneficial to have. Another thing that we can also have is we do CPRs hands-on, especially for the teachers, for the parents, and anyone from the city employees that can benefit from this. And I don't know what, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Good, thank you. I don't want to lose anybody. So CPR's hands-on. It's a very simple class. It's a refresher, and it can happen to anyone at any time. So the more people know about this, the better for all of us. That's another program that we put in for educational department. So just let me know too. We also have an extinguisher class, especially for the city employees, people that drive the city cars, or even your personal vehicle. A lot of people have extinguishers, but we never used one, right? We don't want to find out what happens when the time comes. Extinguishers can actually become dangerous if you do not know how to use them. How? It creates a false sense of security because you think just because you have one on your hand, you're gonna put the fire out. Well, that's the worst place you can be, because once you're too close to the fire, it's not gonna be good. So knowing how to use an extinguisher in a simple way around your house, around your community and your schools and your churches and your personal vehicles, and it's something very simple that we can bring to you. Okay. We also have something. We have it on our Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. We do car seats. I don't know if you guys know, but we do it in all our stations. Safety car seats. I gotta say it. I gotta give it to the safety kids. Of PVC Palm Beach County as a collaborations with them. We do have a schedule. As soon as I get the schedule for the rest of the year, I will send it out. And it's just important to have. It's incredible how many people do not know how to secure a car seat, or they think they have and they don't. That's a free thing that we do. Also, another class that we have. We've been seeing a lot of accidental fires, and some of those accidental fires are because people charge their phones on their beds or next to their pillow, and those are called lithium batteries. Everybody who is having a phone, you have a lithium battery. And if you've never seen a fire from a lithium battery, you're gonna be surprised, because it takes for us firefighters to put it out, and it takes us a long time. So this is another class that we can do, an educational class on how to prevent fires from lithium batteries and also electrical vehicles and the dangers that they have. And another thing that I will be bringing out pretty soon is some of the events we have, the food trucks. For food trucks, food trucks. And it's very important because there's a lot of food trucks around here. We want to make it easier for the community, especially when they have, that's the way that you live. That's the way you make money. But I know and I understand it takes time and a lot of time to travel to headquarters or the one place that we do the inspection. So I'm going to try it with the Inspection Bureau and the idea of one of my inspectors to try to bring it locally. So we're not looking to shut them down. We're looking to improve them, to help them and facilitate and continue having their business and serving their community while maintaining their livelihood. So some of those things there, I just want to make sure you guys knew is available to you. Please reach out and I'll make it happen. Any questions?
Thank you, Chief. We do appreciate that information. The
want-
public would know as well. In reference to that, any type of material that you have, you can give it, pass something to our clerk. We really will appreciate that. Thank you.
I did have one question just for clarity. In the car seats, you're providing car seats, or you're assisting with the installation of those car seats?
So the car seats, they are provided by Save Kids of PVC, and there is a link where the person will have to sign in. We just don't do it like a drive-through. They'll come in, and I think there's a donation of $50 for the car seat. And I know if you guys, I don't have kids, but I know those chairs are super expensive. So the way for Save the Kids will be $50 for the person to come in. We come in, drive through, and being installed.
Okay.
And there's more information in that.
All right. I just wanted to make sure
Yes.
that the residents that are listening in and come back and ask,
Yep.
the city, Northern Fire Department, Fire Rescue is providing car seats,
Nope.
but it's through Safe Kids link, and they must register as well as a request for a $50 donation
Right.
as well. So that's real. I want to make it clear, 'cause we receive phone calls here at
Yes.
City Hall. Are y'all giving away seats? And I was like, no, we're not.
No, because they do have somehow to get, they have to
Okay.
pay for some of the seats. But we do provide the locality for free, and we do provide the assistance for free, our community risk reduction team. But we are partnered up with the Save the Kids of PVC. I will send you the link and all the information, because don't quote me. Watch, I just said $50 and it probably went up to $51. But I will provide you that.
Thanks,
For
Chief.
sure. And it's very easy to get to it. So.
All right. Thank you, Chief, for that wonderful information. We do appreciate it.
Thank you.
I did what the commissioner have said tonight, and I just want to thank them for really concerned about the city of South Bay, its residents and our kids. The three coaches that sits in the front here, thank you. Thank you all for taking out the time to deal with our young people in the city of South Bay. Thank you. But when you get off work, you start working with our kids within the city of South Bay. It means so much to us as commissioners and staff as well. Continue to do the wonderful thing that you're doing in whatever way that we can assist you, any type of way that we can assist you in a very modest way. Don't hesitate, please, to call on us. And I'm with Vice Mayor as well. Congratulations to all our kids who graduated from university and college and high school as well. And residents, I just want to say to each and every one of you all, we're here to work as a team, not as Vice Mayor, as Commissioner Bernard had already said, we got to work together within the city of South Bay to move the city. Because when you see other cities fighting against each other, they're losing out on great things. There's had a conversation today at a luncheon that we was at today about different things that is taking place in different cities. Why? Why are there commissioners or leaders acting so disrespectful and not acting in a professional manner? Within the city of South Bay, we will continue to be professional in the city of South Bay, regardless of what you says about us, whatever you post on your post on your Facebook page, social media or whatever. Within the city of South Bay, we continue to be professional. And we will still respect you regardless of whether you curse us out, whether you want to throw a rock at us, but don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do that at none whatsoever. Don't do that. If you're gonna throw a rock, throw it on the ground. Don't throw it at the commissioners, because we're doing our job as elected officials within the city of South Bay. But tonight, I just want to say thank you. I do appreciate you and thank those who's online. Thank you for tuning in tonight to be with us as well. And the reason I say these different things that I do say up here, because I see some things that is taking place within the United States of America, a little small, stuff don't make sense. It's people are losing their lives. People are getting hurt. Just a shooting the other night in the city of Belgrade. I bring these things up just over a pizza. That's why I say you can really get serious hurt for nonsense stuff. So I'm telling you to continue this work with us. Just continue to pray for us and just continue to be a team within this city of South Bay. Again, on behalf of the city of South Bay, city commission, city staff, thank you for being here tonight. I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Moved by Vice Mayor McKelvin. Meeting's adjourned.
Huh?